All right, time for that swamp tour.
It's just my arm.
How's everybody doing today? Y'all doing good?
Yes.
All right. A couple things I do have to go over real quick before we get started. Life jackets are underneath the seat y'all sitting in case anything was to happen. I've got a throw ring over here on my right side in case one of y'all decide to go swimming. Please just stay in the boat.
Where's your gun at?
If you do find yourself on the outside of the boat, just stand up because it's not too deep around here. But if you can't stand up, I did not wear my swimming trunks this morning, so I'm not going to be a lifeguard. So good luck to you. Please no standing while the boat's in motion or moving, and please no standing or sitting anywhere in the very front of the boat. Include no steps at any time, please. Everybody, please keep your hands, fingers, hats, sunglasses, cell phone, cameras, everything inside the rails of the boat because alligators can and will jump 2/3 of their body length out the water.
Yeah.
Okay, they're always looking for a
That's what I
handout,
saw.
literally. And also, I know it's difficult, but please just try to keep everything off those handrails. Alligators gonna think your little fingers are hot dogs and try going for them. Right? Remember, they can jump, so they're going to try to jump and get your fingers. And also, we're going to be going down some pretty narrow bayous. I don't want y'all's hand to be on here and I bump into a tree and break those fingers. It's a little late in the day for all that paperwork, and to be honest, I'm probably not going to do it anyway. But please, no smoking, no vaping. I think we can all be friends here for a little while. My name is Captain Jessup, but everybody around here just calls me Ketchup, so whatever you want. So if anybody has any questions at any time about anything, please just blurt them out. And if I don't know them, I'll lie to you. But as long as I say it with confidence, you never know. So, right now we're on the West Pearl River. West Pearl goes for about 444 miles, starting up a little bit north at Jackson, Mississippi. We have 5 branches of the Pearl River. West Pearl, which we're on, Middle West, Middle East, and then East Pearl, which is on the Mississippi, Louisiana state line for a little bit. We had to keep all those names kind of the same. We're rednecks like me and my friends. We probably get confused and not know what to tell y'all. And this whole swamp that we're surrounded by and what we're going to continue to go in and out is called the Honey Island Swamp. It's roughly 77,000 acres, with 35,000 of that being owned by the state of Louisiana for public land use. You're going to start to see some small signs, some trees, and all those signs really saying that piece of land is a WMA, Wildlife Management Area. So it's legal for you to go hunting, fishing, kayaking, crawfishing, trapping, whatever you feel like doing. Anything you do illegal is only illegal. They catch you doing it.
Last time we came here was on that side. There wasn't that many trees in the water. That's probably why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we went on that side. I'm sure we're gonna go that route. He's just probably just going around this way to avoid all that stuff.
Okay.
Y'all know who Kevin is? Nobody knows who Kevin is?
One of the alligators?
Kevin's
No.
right here. No. Kevin Bacon, a pig. We'll wait for him to move and then we'll move up there.
He used to be on the other side. He moved around.
Huh? Yeah? You throw out some corn? Throw out corn? Yeah. Alright. So this isn't even Kevin's
You
story.
gonna get ate up.
That part right there.
creep up in here, guys. Y'all just give me a sec. I'll let some people stand up here in a sec. Oreo! Hey, buddy.
Better get out the water.
The alligators gonna come for him?
Absolutely. He just ain't around right now. So, for my people on the opposite side of the boat, we'll stand up right now. So, Oreo, wild pig, feral hog, whatever you want to call it. They were never supposed to be in North America. They were originally brought over by a Spanish man named Hernandez de Soto at the end of the 16th century, just as a reliable food source. And since they can breed every 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days, and have right around 8 to 10 piglets in one litter, you can just imagine how that population exploded. They can dig a 3-foot hole just with their face. They can eat 1/3 of their body weight in a night, and they'll eat you if you sit still long enough. You're allowed to hunt them year-round on private property or during any legal hunting season. Doesn't matter if it's deer season, squirrel season. Come out here and get as many as you want. I don't know where the rest of them are. Kevin!
How old is Oreo?
Huh?
How old is Oreo?
6 months.
Yeah. What exactly is he eating?
Corn that we throw out. My Cajun Morocco right here. Oh, don't yell at me.
So how long will he last? Like him coming to eat that, the alligator won't, they
Get your hands off the rail.
Oh, okay.
As
Don't
long as
ever
he's
put your
smart
hands
enough
on
to
the
stay
rail.
out of the water.
That's are they that intelligent to?
Yeah. Well, pigs are smarter than dogs.
Oh really?
Yeah. And they're great swimmers. Like wonderful swimmers.
They're so cute.
Oh, there's another one. That's Piggy Smalls right there. So if you had like a pink pig you found on a farm, if you release it into the wild, it's gonna look just like that in 6 months. Its snout will start to elongate for better digging, and it'll start growing more hair. So I've been down here my entire life. We swim in here too. I've never been chased or attacked by an alligator that I wasn't messing with. They kind of live by that golden rule, treat others how you want to be treated. I get chased by these little suckers 5-6 times a year. They really don't like to be hunted for.
And if you put them back into a zoo, do they just sort of turn back into a pig? Or
What? Oh, sorry?
if you like put them back somewhere like a zoo, will they just?
No, he'll stay. He'll stay that color. He might get fatter, but yeah, he'll get bigger. He might be 40, 60 pounds, right? But they could be 500, 600 pounds. They look like a small car walking through the woods. All right, pigs, we're gonna go.
Oink,
Y'all
oink.
just stay out just a little bit longer. I still got one more tour to do after this. So I greatly appreciate the hospitality.
Bye, Oreo.
Oh, they're fighting! They're fighting!
Yeah, it happens. I'm gonna give y'all an option real quick because it's gonna rain. We are gonna get wet if we go that way. We might not see any raccoons if we go this way, but we won't get as wet if we go that way. Which way you want to go?
Let's get wet.
Let's get wet? Are we getting wet?
Okay.
Okay, we're getting wet. Alright. Y'all just remember, y'all chose this. Okay. Well, y'all hold on to your hats, your sunglasses, anything that might fly off, hit me in my face. We're gonna go fast for a minute. If anything does fly out, you just raise your hand, I'll raise my hand, and we will wave goodbye together. So all this grayish brown stuff y'all see hanging from the trees all over the place. Anybody know what that is?
Moss.
Yep, Spanish moss. Yep. Funny thing about it, it's not Spanish. It's not even a moss. It's actually a rootless plant that gets all of its nutrients right out of the air. It's called an epiphyte or air plant. And back when Henry Ford was making all of his trucks and cars back in the day, he'd order a bunch of this moss and they put it in a special crate that he designed. So once he got that moss to him, he'd use that for stuffing the cushions of his seats. Then he would take that crate apart and use that for his door panels, his dashboards, his bench seats, and all of his step rails in his trucks and cars. So I'm about to have an alligator on either side of the boat, so y'all just work with me here for a second. Because there's about, I don't know, 10 of them in front of us.
They're going right here.
I see.
Look at one right there. That's so big now.
Anybody have any questions about alligators? Bro, just going like a little rant about them.
He's posing.
He coming. No boo-boo. Stay over there.
So an easy way to tell how long an alligator is, at least a rough estimate, is going to be the distance. Where'd he go? Between his eyes and his nose. So let's just say that distance, let's just say it's 5 inches, right? It's going to be a 5-foot alligator. And alligators will grow about a foot a year until they're about 6 feet. After that, they only grow maybe an inch or two a year. They can live to be about 75 to 85 years old and never stop growing. But an alligator only grows as big as its environment lets it. So if you have a baby alligator and you put him in a fish tank inside your house, he's only going to get maybe a foot, foot and a half long his entire lifetime.
Come here, alligator.
Roscoe.
Roscoe.
They're all Roscoe.
Oh.
It's easier that way.
There's that one right there.
So alligators have 2 sets of eyelids. They have a clear set that acts like a pair of goggles that blink side to side. Then they have their normal set of eyelids that blink up and down. And all the bumps that go up and down an alligator's back, those are called scoots. Those little scoots act like solar panels that soak in all that sunshine. Since they're cold-blooded, they need all that sunshine and warmth they can get. A lot of their main blood vessels run through those scoots, just helps them warm them up faster, and it's really nothing but built-up bone. So it acts like armor for them as well.
Oh, that's very close to me.
What's your largest alligator thus far?
As of in my life, or on tour, or today, or yesterday, or what you got?
I don't know. What's the
So
largest one
the
you've seen?
biggest one I've ever seen in my entire life, like I said, the one raised out here was 16 foot long. The biggest one we see on tour, about 12 and a half foot long. The biggest one I've seen today is 11. Now, I'll be honest with y'all, alligators do not like rain, so when it starts raining, we might not see any alligators. We usually see bubbles. Bubbles is about the 11-foot alligator collection.
Get us on the rain.
I usually show people that at the end of the tour because he's down by those houses that were just below us. So if it's raining, we might not see him. But the only thing I can guarantee is a good top swing. That's about it. But, you know, that one over there, that's probably about 8 foot. That was about a 6.5 footer that was just on your side there. So an average size alligator is only, I say only, it's about 6 to 8 foot long. It is an average size.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do
I'll
you
give you an
think
answer.
those alligators are a bit domesticated because they know that people are going to feed them?
So they come up to the boat because we feed them, but like that guy on that jet ski, as soon as those alligators saw him, they're not going to go up to that guy on the jet ski because they associate that with danger. Whenever they see us, it's like, the food truck's here. Yeah, like when I'm fishing out here, I don't have no alligators come up to me. And when I'm swimming out here, I've never had an alligator come up to me.
Swimming?
And I've swam right where that jet ski is right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just to prove that they don't mess with you. Plus, you know, I'm a little crazy sometimes.
Wait till we get back and then you can do what you want to do. No, I said, tell them, wait till you get back and do it, then you can do what you want to do.
Yeah, so
Let's just be our luck today.
since 1942,
You know how to drive a
Louisiana,
boat,
there's only
right?
been 7 or 8
We
reported
gonna
attacks from
learn, ain't we?
alligators. Only 2 of those are fatal. It's not like it happens all the time.
That's a big one.
Now, keyword there was reported. So alligators can swim right around 20 to 25 miles an hour in the water, or they can run 35 miles an hour on land. Now both of those are in short distances, maybe 30 to 50 foot or so, and that's because for one, they're cold-blooded, right? They go through that energy pretty fast, and then their metabolism is really slow. It takes them a long time to build that energy back up. Y'all know what alligators drink?
Water.
Gatorade.
That and water.
Yeah, you know, they got water and Gatorade.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the mating season for alligators is in April and May. Then those eggs need 62 days to incubate, so they start hatching at the all of July and all of August. That's why the hunting season for alligators is in September and October. Now, whenever a female alligator goes to make her nest to lay her eggs in, she'll make a giant ball out of sticks, grasses, and mud. She'll lay her eggs in that ball and cover it up. On average, she can have 35 to 45 eggs at one time, but up to 60. But out of all those eggs, only 7% will make it to adulthood in the wild. All the alligators eat them, birds eat them, fish eat them, because they're only about maybe 6 to 10 inches when they're hatching out that shell. And then the temperature of that nest will determine the sex of those alligators, just like turtles. So if that nest stays in that mid to high 80s in Fahrenheit, most of those alligators are going to be female. If it stays in the low 90s, most of those alligators are going to be male. Got any more questions about alligators? Look, there are no stupid questions. I might give you a stupid answer, but you know, I gotta have fun too. Or I just keep making dumb jokes.
The guy on the jet ski, is he like hunting or something? Or
Nope, he's just riding. Yeah, so anybody can come out here. If you wanna come out here, jet ski, kayak, float down the river in a tube, ain't nobody gonna look at you funny. Yeah, this is all public waters. I come fishing in here all the time. boat riding, booze cruising,
See you later.
and you can get a DUI on a boat. Just to let you know.
They patrol the waters out here.
The wildlife and fisheries are always out here. The sheriff's department, the police department. When I was with the fire department, we had boats. We'd come out here. Coast Guard's out here. The sheriff's department was out here yesterday, and I was avoiding them at all costs.
What type of fish are in the water?
That's a great question because it's a really long list. So I'm gonna say a whole bunch of them in about, it's gonna take about me for a minute to say them all. So this is all freshwater, this far upriver. The common fish you're gonna catch is gonna be Gulf sturgeon, paddlefish or spoonbills, 3 different types of catfish, channel blues and flatheads. We have alligator gar, spotted gar, long-nosed gar, largemouth bass, striped bass, white bass, spotted bass, freshwater drum. A really ugly fish called a shoot pig that's kind of cool because they can breathe water and air. We got mullet, carp, bluegill, sunperch, red bellies, chicken or shell crackers. We got sockeye, which everybody calls crappie, white and black crappie, crawfish, minnows. If you go downriver, never leave the boat. Go downriver in that brackish saltwater, start catching redfish, speckled trout, black drum, sheep's head, flounder, Spanish mackerel, tarpon, white and brown shrimp, blue crabs, oysters, what you want, we got it. We got a bunch of stuff. Somewhere between about 140 to 160 different species of fish at any given time in Louisiana. And I've caught most of them. So all the really tall trees on either side of us, they got like the little needles instead of leaves. It's going to be the bald cypress tree. It's a Louisiana state tree. Back in 1800s, about 1960s, this entire swamp was completely logged out of the big bald cypress we had. Some of those trees they cut down were 150, 200 foot tall, over 1,000 years old, about 10 foot thick at the base of the tree, so some pretty massive trees. And cypress is really cool because termites don't mess with it, beetles don't mess with it, water doesn't make it rot, so it makes it a perfect building material down here in South Louisiana. Most of New Orleans was built out of this cypress, and it was also built out of what we called barge board, which is from when somebody up north built a barge, sailed it down the Mississippi River, and when they got here, they would take that barge apart and use that to build their house with. But the only bad thing about building with cypress is that its sap, which is called cypressine, it's highly flammable. It's kind of why New Orleans burnt down quite a
No, years ago I did this tour, and they used to feed gators out the boat and have them jump up in there. They stopped it today.
As of COVID, we're not allowed to do that anymore.
I was just wondering, did you guys ever have an incident or something?
Well, no, so nothing happened on the boat, but so I'll just give you the story. So this lady was making a TikTok, had her phone right there by the handrail, made the alligator jump. She got scared, she dropped her phone in the boat. But when she posted the TikTok, it looked like the alligator hit her phone. So the company that insures us said, "Don't do that anymore." And the video went viral, and we want to be insured, so we can't have any fun anymore. Social media is killing us. But it was a real good way to let people know not to stick their hands out there, I can tell you that.
Right.
Sturgeons, what's the longest?
The longest one I've ever heard getting caught out of here was by a wildlife biologist. It was 7'9". But I've seen fish bigger than that, the alligator gar. So I don't know if y'all been, I love the whole thing, but you'll see some fish just coming up for air. There's an alligator gar. I've seen a 10-foot alligator gar. Yeah, and some people eat the alligator gar. I don't. I think it's a trash fish. I hate catching them. But they're really cool. It's a really prehistoric fish, almost as old as an alligator. And the alligator gar scales are so tough and so hard that Native Americans, they would take the scales off and pile them down to make earrings. Or they would skin out the whole fish and wear it like body armor. It's so tough. Yeah, to clean one, like for you to eat it, you literally need a pair of sheet metal scissors and a machete. Yeah, they are tough fish, and those breathe water and air. So you probably see some fish coming up and flopping their tail. He just grabbed the air and he's going back down.
No, I put that down. The mosquitoes are really bad, huh?
Come back at night.
Okay.
They'll pick you up and fly you away, sweetie. Bug spray don't work either. I don't care what kind you use. I don't care how much you use. I try to tell them, no, you don't need it. But, so what works really well, y'all probably gonna laugh because it's funny, but I don't care, it works. It's a perfume from Victoria's Secret. It's called Amber Romance. You're gonna smell like a high school girl, but you ain't gonna have no mosquitoes in you. I got 3 bottles of it. I don't mess around with no mosquitoes. Okay? I think the mosquito should be our state bird.
Yeah.
About a 6.5 foot alligator over here on this right side. And then we got some lily pads over here on this left side. We've been seeing all over the place with those yellow flowers. Those are called spatterdock lily pads, or yellow pond lilies. And the flowers on them are pretty cool because they're closed back into themselves at nighttime and open back up during the day. Native Americans would take the root stem out of all those lily pads. They would dry it out, crush it into a powder like flour or cornmeal. That's how they made bread and dough. And you got Roscoe here. Hey Roscoe.
Hi, Roscoe.
So if one of us was just to touch an alligator, that's a $500 fine. If I was to pick up a small one and be like, ah, look what I got, guys, that's a $2,800 fine for illegal possession of an alligator. And if you kill one out of season or don't have the right licenses, that's a $5,000 fine per alligator. And the Wildlife and Fisheries can take your gun, your boat, your truck, your house, anything associated with the killing of the alligator, because they're technically still on that endangered species list. Even though there's over 2 million in Louisiana, they're still on that endangered species list. Once something is put on that list, they rarely take it off. Just in case something happens, they can put those protections back in place a whole lot faster. And I know it's weird because of that show Swamp People and the whole hunting season, but that hunting season is very, very regulated. You have to get a special license, permit, and do a lottery or application process for those tags. So this area here, this is all recreational purposes here. This is called the Pearl River Management Area. They only give 43 people tags, a maximum of 3 tags per household, and there's no size limit on the alligator you can catch and keep. Once that alligator's on your line, you have to kill it, keep it, tag it, and then register it with the state of Louisiana. Doesn't matter if he's 3 foot or 23 foot, you have to keep it.
What about age? Are the age
It don't matter. It don't matter. They really don't want you to cut that line that alligator possibly died because it's got a giant hook in its gut system, you know. So they're trying to do their due diligence. But the higher you hang the bait, the bigger the alligator, because they can jump 2/3 of their body length out the wall.
How would they know if you killed them? Is it just if they see you, or?
So I leave it to the call. But like I said, they're always out here patrolling.
Are they like top of the food chain here?
I like to think I am, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say so. So like I've watched alligators eat pigs, but I've also watched a pig eat an alligator. But we got a lot of different animals out here. We got wild pigs, white-tailed deer, squirrels, rabbits, possums, armadillos, skunks, beavers, otters, nutria rats, bobcats, coyotes, foxes, black bears, panthers, turkeys, and a pretty good population of red wolves in North Louisiana. So I've been down here my entire life. I've seen one panther. Just one. And I don't know if y'all have ever seen those videos on Facebook or TikTok of those jaguars in South America. They will wait in a tree that's overhanging the water. They'll wait for a caiman to swim by, and they'll jump in the water after that caiman. And a jaguar and a panther might as well be the same thing. Y'all got any more questions about alligators before we go in this next little bayou? I just don't think we're going to see any big ones in there. Bigger ones. No? All right. Well, this next little bayou that we're going to go in is where the snakes like to fly to trees if we bump into them. And y'all know how they say, like, the captain always goes down with the ship? It's not a ship, this is a boat. If a snake falls in here, I'm jumping out. I don't like snakes. Okay? No ropes, danger noodles, whatever you want to call them. I don't like them. And I like to scare people with them. Half of my job is scaring people sometimes.
What type of snakes?
What was that, sorry?
What type of snakes?
We got 47 different species of snakes, 7 of which are venomous. The venomous ones are going to be water moccasin or cottonmouth, same thing. We got the copperhead, 2 different species of coral snakes, and 3 different species of rattlesnakes. We got the diamondback, the pygmy, and the timber rattlesnake. Now, the most common one that I see out here is probably the diamondback water snake, which is highly non-venomous. It's not that deadly. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a venomous snake on tour.
Gracie getting scared over there.
No, I'm not.
Let's see if George is out. Hopefully George is still out.
George is a pig, right?
Nope, George is a raccoon. But I don't see him yet. Maybe this rain's got him up in the trees or something. George, where are you? These people want to put you on Facebook. George, come on! George! I don't see him. Kitty! He might be up in the trees, who knows?
Guarda se sei sull'albero, se vedi un crocione sull'albero.
L'Angela non ha mai visto più.
Oh, you're okay.
George!
Come here!
That rain's got them held up in the trees. They don't like the rain either. Kitty! Oh, well, we'll try on the way out. Who knows?
Wait, there is.
Calm down.
Made you look.
You stupid. You stupid. You about to get your ass whipped.
I think we could have been friends. You got me.
I got ya.
Get out.
Right. You know we're not alone.
Almost
now.
got me
Just stop
excited.
that.
I love you too.
You're going to be on Facebook wild fights in a minute.
Sorry, what are all those things, sir?
That's funny. You funny.
They're called water boatmen, little water beetles. They
Yeah,
go in circles
I
all day.
guess.
They're real confused.
That was funny.
Y'all are good.
I even looked. I'm like, what?
So
I
we've
know
got a
you're gonna
lot
get
of
me
the
back.
Tupelo gum trees
Yes,
out in
I
the
will.
swamp. It's gonna be that grayish white bark tree on either side of us. Got some bigger oval-shaped leaves on it. And those Tupelo gums and the bald cypress, we get a certain fungus in it where it eats out the center of the tree, making it hollow, which is perfect for those honeybees to make their hives up. And when those Spanish explorers first came over here, they noticed how abundant those honeybees were.
Oh, yeah.
That's how this swamp got its name, the Honey Island Swamp.
Mhm.
But if those bees were to make
They usually
all
talk-
of
they
their
usually talk about
honey
it right there.
just from the Tupelo gum, it's going to be the only honey in the world that takes more than 3,000 years to crystallize. It's going to stay in that liquid honey state almost forever. And they opened up some Egyptian tombs not too long ago that had a form of that Tupelo honey in it, and it was still good liquefied honey. It hasn't crystallized.
So you saying they probably got it from here?
Was that?
You saying they probably got it from here?
No, there's many different types of Tupelos.
Okay.
Yeah. Something with the chemical balance of the fruit and then the honey. Some words I can't pronounce or flip-flop from normal honey, but still, honey's the only food that never goes bad. Doesn't matter if it crystallizes or not, throw it in the microwave, heat it up, it'll melt again.
Io ho visto un piccolo alligatore.
So all this shallow water back in here, up in the trees and the grasses, that's pretty much perfect for trying to catch crawfish in. Recreationally, for this area, you're allowed to catch 150 pounds of crawfish a day per person. It's like 4 sacks. I doubt all of us on this boat could eat 150 pounds of crawfish in one sitting. Now, I've never caught that much, but you're able to. Most I've ever caught is probably, I don't know, maybe 60, 70 pounds.
I don't know,
My
it's a big
buddies
one.
had to give up.
You said the last time I was
Mostly
here,
because we
forgot.
had a beer, and we're not crawfishing without beer out here because those snakes have to get in your crawfish traps. And like I said, I'm not a very big fan of snakes.
Someone that we worked with was from around here, and she said that there's like a shortage of crawfish at the moment. Is there? No.
They say that every year.
No, really?
Yeah. Would you like to know how many pounds of crawfish came out of Louisiana last year or this season? 100 million pounds. Yeah.
Would you say that's probably like your biggest thing that you catch?
Yeah. Well, seafood. Seafood is one of our biggest exports. Yeah. They say, oh, there's a crawfish shortage. No, there's not. They say that way they can jack up the prices and make more money. It's all about money.
I took this tour before,
Like
before
most of the crawfish you
made
get
it-
places.
this would jump out the water.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right next to the boat. Yeah. Jumped right out the boat, right next to the boat. Caught it at the right time.
It's just like how they say, oh, this is going to be the worst
Last
hurricane season.
time I took it, they made it jump out the boat right beside it.
Just a hurricane. That bird is called.
And you said this, any pythons out this way? Pythons?
Yeah.
Pythons?
Nope.
No.
That's only in Florida. They keep Jurassic Park over there.
Right.
I'll explain why we don't have them here in a second. Once I talk about this bird. So, okay. So it's a brown bird, white polka dots. Yeah. Its real name is
Big
called
bird.
a limpkin. We like to call them screaming chickens. It's an invasive bird. That's actually it's a good invasive because they eat apple snails. So apple snails are one of our invasive species. It's a snail big apple, giant apple snail. And I don't know if y'all been seeing any like pink lines on
He right
trees
there.
anywhere.
See how big he is?
All right, just like look right above the water line on grass,
Right there.
and you'll see like
Straight.
these pink
Straight
lines
ahead.
like this long.
Okay.
Yep. So
Straight ahead.
So that's the egg sac. There's anywhere between 500 to 2,000 eggs in there. And
Okay, I
do not
see it.
touch those egg
Big
sacs.
bird.
It has a neurotoxin, make your fingers go numb. That's the only critter that eats those apple snails. So we need that bird. And both of them are from South America. This is about as far north as they've ever migrated.
Oh, I see it back there. Oh, it looks like they'd always been on my way to school when I was
Pesce che mangia i vermetti che vanno a mangiare le
The neurotoxins, do it transfer to the bird with him eating it?
No, so they don't eat the eggs, they eat the actual snail.
Oh.
And then we can't even eat the snail because they carry a parasite called rat lungworm. It starts eating your brain. So no escargot. And the birds don't get it either. I don't know why. I don't know how. There was this college kid in Australia a couple years ago. He licked a snail for a $100 bet. He died 6 months later. Yeah. And I haven't forgot about your python question. He licked one of those snails.
What was wrong? Oh, it was the.
So it carries a parasite called rat lungworm. It starts eating your brain. So, has anybody ever seen the Disney movie Princess and the Frog?
Yes.
Yeah? Do y'all remember Mama Odie's tree?
Yes.
Or the wishing tree? Do you want to see it?
Yes.
I was going to show you anyway, I just thought I'd ask. So, the big cypress tree on the left-hand corner up there, that's Mama Odie's tree. So Disney come out here, they put cameras all over the Swamp Tour boat. We brought them up and down this bayou until they had all the footage they needed. Then they just animated the movie. That's the tree that inspired them to make Mama Odie's tree. Now, for my right-hand people, if you don't get any good pictures, don't worry. We got to come back here, pull a U-turn, work our way back out. I'll make sure I point it back out for you, okay? Princess and Frog. Yeah. Disney movie. Mama Odie's tree, wishing tree. Is anybody afraid of spiders?
Yeah, sort of. Like
Well, I'm about to show you one about big as your hand. Maybe not that big. Nope. So if you guys on this side need to stand up, I get it. He's hard to see. So if you look, like I said, he's hard to see. Look in there. Oh, he went in, but he was the giant spider. I'll find another one. Never mind. You saw it? He went up in there. I'll find another one. Don't worry.
What are they called?
A dolamine spider or fishing spider. They don't make a web. They'll actually dive underneath the water and catch fish and minnows. Yeah, I scared him.
It's a bear. It's a bear. After 18 seconds.
I'll see if I can find another one. They're everywhere. He's a little scared. There's a baby alligator. That's 1 year old. Roscoe! There's some babies in there.
They don't. That's maybe their own species. Why is that? Does gator meat taste good to gator?
Listen to it flapping. Listen to him flapping in the water.
1 year old.